Boom, boom, straight, boom, boom, upper.
Hey, this nigga dumb, bro.
Oh man, had to hit the agua.
Sipping on that H2O.
H2 easy.
Hydrated.
That dihydrogen monoxide,
Yeah, man.
nigga.
That's right.
Right. That's
Yeah, all the bitches love water.
a little bit of a switch up tonight. We're doing the bad one first.
Woo!
Yeah.
So we can
We're
go ahead
ending
and-
this goddamn
Right.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's time. So if you're literally listening from the last episode into this episode, the story continues.
Perfect continuation.
Perfect.
But welcome back. Welcome back to another week, man. We did a regular episode. Go cop that. It's on all platforms. Where the fuck we ended off at the reveal, right?
Yeah, at
the
the
reveal of-
and Frank.
Yeah.
That nigga's racist, bro.
Right.
He's definitely fucking
He's
racist.
either racist or he's fucking trans. You know how like
One
trans
of the two.
when they're young, they
Yeah.
get like real racist.
One of the two.
shit before they come out.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's come out.
Because I hate black people. But you know what? I'm actually a woman. What?
Okay. Weird pipeline,
Why
but
do
you know,
why do you hate niggas?
because I hated myself.
You're not even black, bro.
I was niggas once.
You're Russian.
I was spooks.
You're like a nigga from like Romania. I'm like, bro, we don't know nothing about y'all niggas, bro.
Nigga from Moscow, bro.
Right.
fucking opinion on what black folks should be doing
Right.
in
It's
America.
like, bro, you worry about all 18 of them niggas over
Hey,
here.
you got European shit to worry about.
Yeah, that's what the fuck you focus on.
Weirdo.
But picking back up, excuse me,
Yeah.
World War II Dragon. I am Anne Frank. That's the line. But I guess I will also be Anne Frank.
Wait,
Were you Anne Frank?
Yeah, I was in Frank.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
you could be Anne Frank.
Alright, we're gonna
So we're just gonna go.
yeah, just from here.
I'm in Frank.
Said the girl who was actually Anne Frank.
Shit.
Oh wow, I know who you are. I heard about you.
Said Sonic.
Really? Wow.
Said Anne Frank.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm related to you, and I'm here to help you. You are not cool enough.
Fuck.
That should
Real
take
shit?
priority, apparently, in your current situation. Said Sonic. Sonic bounced up and down on the wooden floor and made creaky sounds. They were in an attic.
Really?
Said Anne Frank. Now she looked even sadder. She was living here all by herself in this attic.
What about Margot and them? Like, there was like mad people.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah. No wonder you're not cool. You are living up here in an attic.
Said Sonic to Anne Frank. Freudian.
But I'm scared of the Nazis.
The Nazis, bro.
Nazis. God.
God.
Said Anne Frank, almost ready to cry. She was so sad.
You have to face your fears.
Oh, man. Go out there and defeat the Nazis, Anne Frank, said Sonic.
He just picks up like fucking Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
From behind
Right.
him and gives it to her.
From Hammer Space.
Oh my god, bro. You cannot just hide up here in this attic all the time waiting for something good to happen. You have to go and do it yourself. Show the world who you really are.
Oh, man.
Wow. I get it now.
Said Anne Frank.
I am too busy being afraid of the Nazis. I need to face my fears. Leave this attic. I am not just Anne Frank. I am Anne Frank the Hedgehog.
Oh, please. Please. I need a moment. I can't read that next slide yet. Oh, God.
Just to bring it back home.
Bro,
I am not just Anne Frank. I am Anne Frank the Hedgehog.
Bro, I almost choked. I had to hold my head straight up so I could swallow my water.
You know what's fucked up? I know around this time there was probably a DeviantArt of somebody making
for
an
sure.
Frank hedgehog.
Bro, this was 2012, dude. This was
this is around that time
when Tumblr told niggas to Google their name and add the hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
That was yeah.
This is a product of its time, surprisingly.
Man.
And then she took off her headband, and big hedgehog spikes came out the back of her head.
I wish I could make the spike noise from Sonic. Cause like that would have been the noise I would have made.
Pointy.
Point. Okay. Let me see. Alright, this is Sonic. Yeah, that's it! There are so many things you can do if you're just not afraid. You can go to Applebee's and use teen social media and buy an Xbox. And even have a penis plus vagina sex like me and Amy.
Said Sonic to Anne Frank, winking.
Ding. Wow, I did not know about this whole new world of possibilities. I'm going to start right now by leaving this attic.
Said Anne Frank to Sonic. She took one step, and then another, to get to the bottom of the stairs and begin standing on the floor. Then she glowed a whole lot, and smiled and looked at Sonic.
Thank you. Thank you for showing me that I should not be afraid of the Nazis. I am going to go to the mall.
Said Anne Frank.
What?
That's
What?
Oh no!
What the fuck, bro?
I'm not afraid of the Nazis. I'm gonna go to the mall though. Like that's
Let's
fine.
go. All right, priorities, man. Yeah, if you're gonna defeat Rudolph Hitler, gotta look good. With that, Sonic left the house and went outside and said,
You're a nick. Where are we at? Alright.
"Mission complete."
Let me see. Yo, Mission complete.
Details from his technology gadget.
The character.
Okay. Now we have to get you to Hitler's castle. It's fucking Mario.
What the fuck?
Damn it, bro.
It is super defended, so I can't get you into it just by the time machine. We have to get you in another way.
Said Tails to Sonic in a thinking way. Hitler was the president of Germany,
Sure. President.
President.
so they had to be really careful and think of a good plan.
Oh, maybe we can disguise as a pizza delivery man and then sneak into Hitler's room.
It's a good way to kill me.
Right.
Like, oh shit, pizza here?
Yeah.
And then just gun in my face.
Damn.
Well, oh well. No, Tails! No! That will not work!
Said Sonic.
You are forgetting, pizza was not invented yet in World War II.
It was.
It totally was.
You're like World War II was like a couple of centuries after pizza had been created.
Pizza's been around for a nice little minute, bro.
Years.
It's bread topped with tomato sauce and cheese.
And cheese.
It took us all the way to like 1942
To come up
just
with
be
fucking
like,
pizza. It's been like in Europe.
Fuck, in America,
Where-
where the Italian immigrants have come over,
Right.
they would have had at least a slice.
Because I'm like, y'all are
in World War II.
like, nigga, you are currently in fucking Axis power territory. You're near Pizza Central. Okay? Alright, man. Fucking. What is mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Damn! Fuck pizza!
Said Tails to Sonic.
That's you or mine? This is-
No, that's you.
no, that's you.
Oh,
This is, I have another plan to get me outside Hitler's castle.
okay.
Allow me to
I have another plan. Just get me outside Hitler's castle, and I will do the rest. Use the time machine now.
They had to go back before World War II started because Anne Frank was during World War II, and they wanted to stop World War II from happening, so they had to go back before it happened.
Okay.
Tails hit, Tails his buttons, and Sonic just went out to a different time with a sound like whoop,
Whoop whoop
whoop.
whoop whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Sonic appeared in front of Hitler's castle.
Yeah.
It was big and dark gray and on top of a hill that went straight up, and it was full of rocks.
Like the aggro crack.
There was basically no way to get to it.
Okay, thanks, Tails. Here goes my plan.
Sonic balled up into a ball and started rolling forward. He rolled so fast that using friction and magnetics, he stuck to the hill as he rolled up it at a speed that had not been seen since, well, ever. Sonic rolled his way to the top of the hill, over the castle wall, and to the door of Hitler's castle.
Oh, this is gonna kill me.
Okay, I got back to the castle,
said Sonic to Tails, and then he saw what he was afraid of. Sonic saw a bunch of Nazi guards coming right at him because he was invading.
Oh no, this stinks!
Screamed Sonic. He backed up against the door to Hitler's castle, and all of the Nazis ran right at him. They were so big and scary, and Sonic did not know what to do.
Just do your homie attack.
They were coming right at him with the biggest and most dangerous weapons money could buy without breaking the bank. Sonic just closed his eyes and almost cried as the Nazis ran at him. While he was up against the door, and almost like he did not know what he was doing, he jumped up at the last moment when the Nazis were running at him, and he avoided all of them, but they ran into the door, knocking it down. They all fell in a pile and went unconscious.
Wow, it is the miracle of life!
said Sonic. He was safe and was able to get inside Hitler's castle. Sonic walked over the lumpy bodies of those idiot Nazis and followed the red carpet all the way to Hitler's room. The castle was really scary inside. It was dark gray and there were red carpets with gold parts and there was even lava.
Right.
There were candies that were lit on fire in the... Candies?
Candles.
Okay. I'm fucking up for him.
I'm telling you, it's
There
Bowser's
were-
castle. You both with Hitler instead of Bowser.
There were candles that were lit on fire in the hallways. Hallways with one L.
Yeah.
Sonic ran down...
Hallways.
Owl Laboratory. Sonic ran down to the end of two big doors, and opened them. The doors busted open, and Sonic saw Hitler standing behind his desk.
I'm here to stop you, idiot ass!
Sonic ran into the room and at Hitler, but Hitler stopped him. Oh no.
We're gonna do Hitler's voice.
You want to break out that Mike Tyson now?
No, fuck no. Absolutely
We
not.
like Mike Tyson. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially like stoned Mike. I'm up there, man. Like, I'm gonna try to do this, but I am up there, and I don't know if I'll be able to fucking compose myself.
Tag me in when you
Hold
necessary.
the fucking accent. Can you read me in again?
Okay. Sonic ran into the room and at Hitler, but Hitler stopped him.
Oh, haha! Who do you think you are? I am Hitler, king of the Jews, and I am going to destroy the world.
Said Hitler. Hitler. Hitler looked like you would think he would.
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking up. Of
Sick.
all the things of me to be able to accuse you of, lazy.
That was lazy. It's accurate, but lazy.
Yeah.
Hitler laughed and took out a sword made of fire.
Then the line itself is fucked up. I'm finna start saying that's almost as good as "Welcome to Die."
Yes, it's up there.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Fuck. Prepare to meet you dead.
Prepare
To meet you dead.
Lord.
Christ.
Hitler ran at Sonic with his fire sword, and Sonic almost thought,
Oh no! I am going to die right here!
but then he did not. Sonic jumped over his sword and said,
Nice try! Oh wait, wrong character. Nice try, Hitler! But you are messing with the wrong hedgehog! Or should I say, dragon!
Yo.
Sonic put his elbows out like he was ready to do the chicken dance.
Nigger.
But
I hate this dude.
of all the things that we were reading this, to throw it in.
You want me to do it in an accent?
I'm ready for that, man.
I don't think Patreon will allow that.
Shit. Ain't allowed all the other bullshit.
Sonic put his elbows out like he was ready to do the chicken dance, but stop. Instead, he started to glow, and light went to him, and big beams of light came out too,
Big beans.
and it made a loud sound.
No, this can't be. The legends are true.
Screamed Hitler, trying to beat off Sonic with his fire sword.
Crazy.
Sonic kept glowing, and his shape changed into a huge, big blue dragon with green eyes. He was so big that he broke through the walls and ceiling of Hitler's bedroom.
Roar!
Said Sonic,
He literally typed roar. Multiple O's.
and he breathed fire into the sky. Sonic used his big dragon claws and slashed at
Dragon Claw!
little tiny baby Hitler, who was looking so scared using his fire sword now.
Oh no.
The wind was blowing. Then Sonic decided enough was enough and grabbed Hitler in his claws and flew out away from Germany to Hawaii and dropped him into a volcano.
Mishima shit.
So long, gay Hitler! Oh wait, that's another wrong character. So long, Hitler!
Shouted Sonic as he snapped a picture and flew away from the volcano and back to Germany.
9!
Sonic got back to Germany and glowed and then turned back into a hedgehog.
Now I'll show you!
Ah.
Put it in reverse. There! Hitler is dead, so World War II can never happen!
Said Sonic to Tails through the technology.
Wow, cool! That was the coolest thing I've ever seen! Will we be able to use your dragon powers to get our way all the time?
Said Tails to Sonic, almost crying with amazed feelings. Sonic looked at himself and said,
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Okay, take me back to normal time now. I want to go home.
Tails handled his device. That's for ZELTARIS. And Sonic came back to Tails' room in a flash of light.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay, give me that camera!
Screamed Tails to Sonic.
Wow, control yourself.
Said Sonic to Tails.
Sorry,
Said Tails.
I'm exiting!
Nice.
Tails grabbed the camera and printed out the picture of Hitler being eaten up by the volcano. Then they ran to school, even though it was like 8 o'clock, and broke in and ran to their history classroom.
Girl. Mr. Learning, here's our project!
Said Tails as he handed the picture to Mr. Learning. Mr. Learning touched his glasses and looked at the picture and said,
Oh my god, this is of Hitler dying. You stopped World War II from happening. Wow!
Yep, we sure did.
said Sonic and Tails together at the same time to save time. They laughed and high-fived like at the beginning of the story.
That's it! You get the biggest A ever! The project is over and you get an A for the whole class! No one else does!
Said Mr. Teaching.
Yeah!
Said Sonic.
Woohoo!
Said Sad Tails. Sonic and Tails hugged and Mr. Learning was so proud and they went home. Author's note, Merry Christmas.
Really phoned it
Really
in at
gets
the end.
you in that Christmas mood, doesn't it?
Like they really just said
Dragon
fuck it.
Sonic picked up Hitler and dropped him in a volcano in Hawaii. By the way, have a holly jolly
Christmas. Spook.
Spook Gunman. My lord.
Spookless. What's up, man?
Oh, I'm just scrolling social media.
That nigga saw some titties.
Yeah, that's usually what
Incorrect.
That nigga saw some cheeks.
Correct.
happens.
It's one or the other, man.
I was scrolling. I'm like, damn, girl. I mean, for reference.
Solid.
Okay.
Solid. Okay. Oh. All right, now, yeah, the good one.
The good one.
The good one is second.
Finally done.
True effort.
All right, he is my master. A screenplay by ZELTARIS.
Chapter 63, Scene 57, Good Morning. Good Morning. That's how the Tekken announcer says it.
Exterior Doom's Castle morning. It's a quiet, sunny morning. We hear a terrified scream come from somewhere in the castle.
Ah!
The interior prince's room continued. Sonic slowly wakes up in bed with Shadow's hand on his stomach.
Huh?
Morning, Faker. Slept well.
As Shadow speaks, he digs his fingers into Sonic's belly. Sonic yelps and twists away, glaring at Shadow on the bedside.
Up with the birds, I see.
Well, somebody sure had a clown for breakfast today.
We hear a lot of commotion in the corridor, like a stampede of people running past the door. Sonic and Shadow stare at the door, and the sounds turn from footsteps to voices, which convey a general sense of, oh my god, it's Lord Drago.
Oh, they found the body.
They'll have fun trying to trace it, though. I don't think anyone but the echidnas in this world has any idea what chaos energy damage looks like. Maybe they'll even think a demon of some sort attacked him.
Shadow's lips twitch a bit, then he turns serious again and gives Sonic a once-over.
So, how do you feel?
Actually, I think I feel pretty good.
Ambulance murder. Sonic scooches closer and leans forward on his knees towards Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Throw!
I'm like, damn, nigga, like, just get into it, huh?
Throw, go!
All right.
Did you sleep well?
In fact, I did.
Shadow also leans towards Sonic and puts a hand under Sonic's chin. Sonic's smile brightens a bit.
So what do you want to do today?
What do you want to do today?
I don't know, what do you want to do?
I don't know. You own me. You decide.
Oh, I own you now, do I, nigger?
So fucking god. Shadow hooks a finger into the collar and brings Sonic closer.
Well, if you can manage to keep me.
Shadow wraps his arms around Sonic and kisses him. Sonic moans into it slightly, and Shadow pushes him back onto his elbows. Sonic's eyes flutter shut. Then Shadow
Sonic just
Ah! Oh my god! I'm smitten!
Then Shadow gives a tentative little lick to
Well.
Sonic's muzzle, and Sonic arches his back.
Well,
Whoa, wait a minute.
that boy horny.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, nigga.
You seem to be fairly easy to please, my pet.
Nigga, virgin. He don't know what none
Clearly,
of this
I never had time to jack off.
shit. All right.
Just trying to please my owner.
Gay.
Sonic,
is.
no shit. Sonic taps a finger on Shadow's chest and trails it down as he speaks.
You're an
Oh my god!
Of course. If you wanted to please me even more, you stop harassing your poor bed slave and come up with a battle plan to overthrow three-eyed and crazy still sitting on the throne.
Shadow looks at Sonic calculatively for a moment and then gives a small sigh of dry amusement. Ooh, wow, that is long.
Yeah. Well, I thought we'd wait until Black Doom presents the Chaos Emerald to impress his guests at tonight's dinner. As soon as it's in sight, both of us dart forward, attacking from both sides for maximum confusion. Try and unleash a sonic boom if you can.
Hey.
Once Once we have the emerald, I suggest no chaos control unless the situation becomes an emergency. We don't know that much of this world or its chaos field yet, and chaos control has a habit of doing the unpredictable. Snort. Instead, we should retreat through the window, sprinting down the walls. The banquet should be held in the throne room, which means leaving through the window. We can make our way down to the courtyard, where we should be able to escape through the castle gate, which will be open for all the visitors.
Yeah,
Then we can make our way to the enemy troops.
of course.
I forget where Lazar said Alina's army was, but once we find them, we can figure out what to do next.
Nigger.
No.
Okay.
Shouldn't we go to the echidnas? We know where they are, right? And I can see Tails again.
My mans. I'm not sure.
He's just greedy.
Right. I don't think they'd be too happy seeing me again. They might just take me prisoner of war.
Well, it served you right to be the one who's got his hands tied for once.
There's a knock on the door. God, what was his voice? Fucking... Was he British or goddamn...
It's a high, it's like
That's
a
what we
high
forget
pitched
all the
bird.
time, like
Yeah, it
every time.
is. It always is. It's like a high pitched bird. Not like squealing, but
Oh, yeah? Was that, I mean, like, the... Because I did Grey Tail, right? Mm-hmm. And I did like a high-pitched kind of thing.
I think, yeah, because it wasn't like the Lazar's raspy shit.
Yeah. My prince? Shadow gives a long-suffering sigh. Sonic, the sign he looks slavey enough.
Slavey. Yes, what is it?
Grey Tail enters looking worried. This night there has been an unexplained attack on a noble of the higher court, Lord Drago. He has not yet regained consciousness, and we are not sure whether it will turn out lethal. We must regard it as the work of the escaped ninja from the Eastern Realms we had held prisoner so far.
Indeed. How alarming. Has the culprit been apprehended?
Unfortunately, not as of yet. However, we are doing our utmost to catch him again.
Good luck with
Good
that.
luck with that.
I am therefore here to suggest you let us give you further protection in case he tries to go after you as well, my prince.
I think I'm perfectly capable of defending myself. Are you suggesting I'm not?
Of course I am not, my prince. But of course, even you would have to rest sometimes, knowing the responsibility you bear for your father's kingdom.
I've trained Sonic as a watchdog. At night, he is tied to the wall tightly enough so as to not allow him to sleep. He has learned well so far and would know to warn me. You must understand that I rank my privacy most highly.
Certainly. I'll tell the captain of the guard. If you ever wish for additional protection, or notice anything out of the ordinary, please do not hesitate to tell us.
Yes, you can leave now.
Shadow places a hand on Sonic's chest like a cat pressing on a mouse. Sonic convincingly whimpers in fright.
I have important matters to take care of.
Very, very well, my prince. Swallow. As you wish.
Guilt.
Grey Tail leaves and Sonic and Shadow relax.
Huh? How long until they finally catch on that we didn't bust this place tonight? What do you think?
Not too sure. Although, given your emerging acting skills, that whimper you gave sounded extremely believable.
Yeah, well, don't count on me doing it again. No!
Grey Tail bursts back in.
What, nigga?
Oh, my prince.
Fuck you want?
I'm sorry, but I forgot.
What now?
I'm sorry, my prince, but the trainer your father engaged has arrived, and I've been ordered to collect your slave. Cringing.
Slave trainer. Care to elaborate?
Well, surely you remember, my prince. Your personal slave must have the grooming deemed fitting for his position as royal property. He must also perform at top level at the function tonight, and, well, so far...
How long will that take?
Only a couple of hours, my prince. And I'm very sure you'll be pleased with the results. He's known throughout the country as the best.
Very well, but I want him back unharmed.
You're not serious?
Please step outside. I'll have him leashed for you in a minute.
Of course, my prince. Thank you. Grey Tail leaves again, and Sonic instantly stands up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No way, Jose! Won't do it!
Sonic, I had to go to lessons already while you ran around the castle throwing potatoes, if I recall correctly.
I wasn't throwing potatoes, I was freeing!
Please.
They stare at each other for a long moment.
This is flippin' blackmail.
If you won't consent to these lessons, they won't have you at the dinner. Well,
Sonic eyes the leash with clenched teeth for a moment.
Egg! Fine.
He crosses his arms and turns his head to the side, and Shadow starts leashing him.
Clicking noises. Oh my god.
Racism.
The good kind.
Though I don't see what on Mobius you'd even need to teach a slave in this place. Except maybe how to strangle their owner with their own goddamn leash.
Oh no.
The leash is on. Shadow tugs at it gently, and Sonic glowers back. Or glowers.
Glower.
It's
Glower.
glowers. Yeah.
Come on. It can't be that bad. What do? Teach you to give paw?
Very funny.
Not meant to be funny. I spent the first 5 years of my life surrounded by people thinking I wasn't much more than a lab animal except the Robotniks. You think nobody ever tried to teach me to give paw?
Absolutely. Like, nigga, alright, get Paul.
Shadow opens
Chaos
the door,
Spear.
and Greytail is already looking contemplative again. Ah, my prince.
That's like my favorite attack by that nigga Shadow.
Snap.
That nigga snap at you, hits you with a chaos like bolt or whatever.
I was thinking that perhaps it would be best if you brought your fencing gear with you, as well if we leave now to deliver your slave, since your lesson is about to begin soon in any case. Of course, I can carry it out for you until we get to the court.
Fencing lessons. Why am I not surprised?
Well, of course, because you yourself ordered them to be scheduled for today, my prince.
Never mind.
Shadow goes back in, almost slamming the door. He starts searching the room for fencing gear while Sonic watches him in amusement.
It's like there's some malicious entity out there trying to torture us. Why does this idiot prince take fencing lessons of all things?
Oh man. Like taking Shadow out the fight and then sending Sonic to a different place.
Yeah.
That don't sound good.
You know,
Meh. I think it's only fair that if you're not having fun while I'm trained to, I don't know, fetch sticks or something?
Shadow stops what he's doing to shoot a death glare at Sonic.
yeah. In a couple of scenes. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait.
Okay.
Continue like this, and I'll make sure to tell the slave trainer that due to your inexperience, you'll need much more lessons specifically tailored to a bed slave.
I don't think he knows what he signed that nigga up for.
Right.
I'm like, bro, these niggas finna run Sonic.
Walk him down.
Bit roast.
Sonic finna get broken. Broken in.
Sonic pales slightly. Shadow resumes searching under the bed, shoving aside the rolled up carpet Sonic ruined a few days ago.
You wouldn't really do that, would you? I mean...
Sonic swallows nervously as Shadow exclaims indistinctly and pulls himself out from under the bed, clutching some medieval fencing gear.
I mean, Shadow, what if they want to do stuff to me?
In that case, close your eyes and think of England.
Say what?
Ready to go?
Shadow pulls at the leash and leads him toward the door with a mischievous spark in his eyes.
I hope they pierce your non-existent heart.
A little bit of static there.
Cue the fucking Family Matters scene transition music.
Everywhere you look.
It's Full House. So hot! So hot!
Like, they had the most inappropriate jingles. Or like,
Nigga, that shit is.
oh wait,
Boy.
they play confused jazz to transition scenes. That's crazy, bro.
Nigga said confused jazz.
What are the rules? We don't know.
We don't fucking know. Just play.
What key is it in? I don't know.
Who cares? Just play something that I'll follow up.
Play something that sounds like melancholy.
Alright, man. Chapter 64, scene 58. To Sonic's lesson.
Oh no.
Interior castle halls, minutes later. Greytail leads Sonic and Shadow through the halls. Sonic looks grumpy. As they approach a somewhat tall double door with a toad doorman standing by it, Sonic starts looking more nervous, and he quickly glances at Shadow. Shadow doesn't seem to notice. Here we are, my prince. Please hand your slave over to the doorman.
Doorman merch coming. I'm kidding. It's not.
Doorman.
It's not at all.
Doorman.
Doorman.
Brainman.
And in the third season, because the ratings were failing, they introduced Throat Girl.
Mouth Woman.
Played by Karen Steffens. She changed her name. I forgot what she changed it to. And I was like, that's smart. So you're going to tie all the bodies to the last name.
Nobody called you. Nobody ever called you your name. Stop that. Cut that out.
Her name was Superhead since birth.
Your name is A. Come here. That's what your name was.
Every video shoot, hey, come here.
Hey, check this out. Yes. Just let me inspect him one more time.
Shadow brushes off Sonic's shoulders and then tugs at Sonic's ears, making Sonic lower his head in irritation.
Hey! Cut it out!
It's supposed to be secret.
Shadow begins smoothing Sonic's head fur and generally pretending to inspect him as he whispers into Sonic's ear.
Quiet. We don't have much time. About the lessons.
Yeah?
Don't let them do anything to you that you don't want them to.
Fat chance. So far, everyone in Warp Castle has been doing nothing but that.
I mean it. You get in trouble, you run. You fight them and you run. Find me in the courtyard and we leave.
But the dinner.
We can get the emerald another way. You don't have to let yourself get trained if they ask for too much.
Shadow tilts Sonic's head to look into his eyes.
The dinner doesn't matter to me if they hurt you beforehand.
Shadow brushes an imaginary dust mote off Sonic's cheek.
Shadow!
What? Has he just dared to call you by name, my prince?
No. You must have misheard. He might have uttered a sound in pain since he is still recuperating from last night, though.
Shadow smirks and pulls Sonic's ear to make him stand up straight again.
Isn't that so? Slave. Will you be okay?
Yes, master.
Shadow steps back and hands the leash to the Toad Doorman, who takes it without interest.
Bye, nigga.
Very well. If you'd care to follow me now to the fencing lesson, my prince. Greytail gestures down the hallway with a bow. Shadow gestures for him to lead the way. They walk down the hallway. Just before they turn the corner, Shadow and Sonic exchange one last glance, both smiling subtly.
It's cute.
Okay.
It's cute, nigga. Whoa.
That's a lot.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
both,
God.
Is it both parts at the same time?
I think... Yeah, but he's probably flipping between each scene. There's probably going to be like towards the end.
Because there's parts that are involving Sonic, and then some that are involving Shadow, and then some that are involving Sonic, and then
Oh, God, there's so many
back and
characters
forth.
in
Yeah,
this too.
we'll cut this one like halfway through, I guess.
Yeah, like right there.
Like
That'd
right
be
here.
fine.
Yeah, that's a good cutoff point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see.
Sick.
That's enough.
Sick nasty.
All right. Chapter 65, Scene 59, Slave Training. Scene 60, To Shadow's Lesson. Scene 61, Sword Training. Scene C15, Amy. Scene 62, Private Lesson. Scene 63, Omelet. This will all be on the test.
Okay.
I'm gonna fail. I'm bad at remembering things.
Shit. Interior training room continued. The Toad leads Sonic in through the left door. The room is about 20 meters by 30 meters. Carpets and animal furs hang on one side of the hall, and shields and weapons are mounted on the other. The floor is hewn from smooth sandstone. It has a raised part of the floor at one end with 3 steps leading up to it. The floor by the walls is slightly raised like a walkway. There's a chest of drawers by a small door at the far corner of the room, and a mess of stools and empty banquet tables. The Toad unleashes Sonic.
Until the trainer arrives, you're supposed to sit there with the others.
The Toad rolls up the leash, and Sonic notices 2 other slaves, Manic the Hedgehog and
Fuck.
Honey the Cat,
Fuck.
kneeling on the floor. He nods to the Toad, who leaves. Sonic approaches them, and we get a better look. Manic wears simple sandals, wristbands with spikes, and a red vest. Honey wears only a tight skirt that covers about as much as a belt. She stares ahead vacantly. Her collar is red. Manic's collar is red and black. Sonic slowly kneels next to them. Neither of them react.
Hello,
Pause.
I'm Sonic.
Pause!
You gonna open your maws now, or are you here for the Mime Slave seminar?
Manic is having trouble pretending not to hear him, so Sonic leans in on one hand and reads the stitching on his collar.
Manic. That's your name, your owner's name. Or a warning that they shouldn't give you sharp objects to hold?
Manic slowly turns his head to Sonic, surprised.
I want to be so racist with man.
Right.
I want to.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm stuck between like just like 1930s Dumbo racism or like Beady Joe racism, like from Crazy Taxi. Like,
if you want to do the crow, I can do the crow. If so. I just really like the opportunity.
if it's not too much, that's fine. Like this is the hold on. I got
Read
manic.
ahead.
Yeah, I got manic because I'm pretty sure there's
Okay.
gonna be more niggas that show up.
Okay, all right, you got it.
You can read.
Hey, boss.
What?
What's the name, man? Read it.
Yeah, of course I can. I learned a lot of stuff at school before I turned 12.
Sonic suddenly stops. His expression falls.
I mean, yeah, I can read. It's Andy.
Manic cocks his head and licks his lips nervously.
Oh, that ain't choosing.
Doesn't your mastermind?
I don't think Shadow cares, honestly.
Manic gasps at Shadow
Oh.
and looks terrified at Sonic, which makes Sonic interrupt himself.
Oh, Chaos, will you stop staring like that? Yes, I call my owner by name. No, the apocalypse is not going to start because of that, okay? So, your name, is it Manic?
Damn right, nigga.
That's Manic nodding noises.
Right.
Just the breeze you.
I wasn't ready for that
Where's
one.
my
I'll be honest with you. I was not ready for that one. Okay, cool, Manic. I like it.
Manic's eyes light up briefly.
You live in a castle?
Only at the moment, my master has come to court for the dinner.
You got her a nice owner?
Manic's gaze falls and he looks timid again.
Sometimes he's nice when I do things right. Are you gonna make it, bro?
No.
You gonna make it?
We ain't even made it a fourth of the way. And
See him shaking.
not in front of my niggas.
Not in front of my niggas, he ain't.
What's that Jimmy doing on that man? Manic bites his lip like Tails does. Sonic's expression turns to pity and then turns serious.
I'm sorry. That's you, bro.
Alright. Listen. Listen. You don't know that he shouldn't do bad things to you, right? No master should mistreat their slaves.
What?
There's a war brewing, you know that, right? If this kingdom loses, maybe none of us will have to be slaves anymore.
But my master is all I have. I don't want to be away from him. And I'm going to become an even better pet for him. That's why he sent me here.
What? You like the guy who put the collar on you? So do you, smart guy.
Brain guy.
Brain.
He oh my god.
Dog.
Man, I'm glad I chose the racist voice. You know what I'm finna say? I can't get it out. My master is nice. He give us sleep. He give.
God. That's so bad.
He give me food. He give me sleeps. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me get back in here.
Oh my God.
That nigga said, like, you sound like Uncle Ruckus.
He cares for me. He owns me, and I won't ever leave his side. And if he punishes me, I deserve it.
Sonic groans and then emits a sad sigh.
Well, no, actually you don't. But listen, you wouldn't happen to know what they want to teach us in these lessons, would you?
Manic blinks, taken aback. He glances nervously at both entrances to the room.
I believe it is mostly about attitude. Like the proper way to move and to think to please our masters. And maybe other things we can do for them to make them happy. I've been trained by others before. Some of them were very strict.
Nah, them niggas was doing all type of weird shit to them niggas, man.
Sonic tentatively lays a hand on Manic's shoulder.
Hey, don't worry, you'll be fine. You do everything right, and tell you what, if you do screw up, I'll do something even worse to take the rap for you. How's that sound?
Manic stares at him in surprise. Sonic smiles.
I mean, what's the worst they can do to me? Whip me? Beat me with a stick? Look at me, my owner only managed to break me a day ago or so. The other day I kicked a noble. That guy totally deserved it, by the way. I bit Shadow too.
TMI.
Come to think of it, and stole stuff from the kitchen. I also shat on furniture.
I thought you said shit on furniture. Sonic sticks out his tongue. Manic's lips twitch like he's getting used to Sonic's humor.
I see. Thank you, I guess.
It's cool.
Maybe the trainer isn't such a strict one, though. Do you actually know anything about him? Is he rough on slaves?
Sonic shrugs and is about to reply when the smaller door to the room opens. Manic and Honey immediately straighten up and look down, but Sonic sneaks a quick glance at the door, and his eyes widen as he sees who the trainer is. He imitates Manic and Honey's posture as the trainer walks over.
No, not unless he thinks you're the one responsible for turning his homeworld into the biggest barbecue in history.
The trainer steps up to the front of the room, and we see it's Silver the Hedgehog.
Oh, man.
His gloves and shoes are visually similar to Silver's usual ones, but made of medieval materials. His boots are fine leather, colored to look like Silver's usual ones, and polished with a red gem in the front, a golden band at the top, and runes scratched into them. His gloves have light blue lines painted on.
Hiya, Silver!
Silver's head whips around.
I'm thinking Snape, right?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask, you doing Silver or?
I'll do Silver.
Okay.
'Cause I'm thinking Snape. Fucking channel my inner Alan Rickman. Rest in peace.
Ripperoni.
Did one of you just say something, Potter?
Damn future hedgehog hearing!
Silver approaches them slowly, and they stare intently at the floor. Silver arrives in front of Honey.
I think it was.
Silver slowly moves sideways, passing by Manic and eventually stopping in front of Sonic. Sonic continues to stare at the ground, looking nervous. After a few tense moments, Sonic slowly raises his head and meets Silver's gaze. Silver is pointing and staring at him.
You. I think it was you. Don't you know you're not supposed to point to call anyone by name at all? Reply.
My master said it was okay?
Silver gives him a long stare.
Stand up.
Sonic stands up. Stand up. And Silver steps up to him. Sonic tenses when Silver raises an arm, but Silver lightly touches his name tag and reads it.
Sonic, you're the property of the Crown Prince.
I prefer the term associate myself.
Sonic nods. Silver looks like a teacher who just found out Bill Watterson's Calvin is in his class.
That's funny.
Nice deep pull.
Yeah, that's funny. I thought so. Down.
Sonic sits back down.
Your master has scheduled a private lesson for you after this one. I look forward to it.
Sonic looks worried again, and Silver steps back to address them all.
Now first, my name is Silver the Hedgehog. During this lesson, you will address me as Master. Since your owners paid for you to be here, I will assume all of you are already advanced in your training and will give me no trouble. I expect instant and complete obedience from all of you.
Yeah, easier said than done.
First of all, I will teach you how to walk. You are a part of your master's presentation, and you will need to be able to move with grace and appropriate demeanor to cast them in the best possible light.
Pointing at
You
Sonic.
will go first.
Points to the middle of the left wall.
Stand up and go over there.
Sonic stands and goes there.
Sick. Now walk forward until I tell you to stop. Imagine you are on your master's leash and he is striding in front of you. There are people watching. Go.
Sonic frowns and walks normally until he runs out of the room.
Bye. Now walk the other way.
Sonic walks back to where he started.
Come back.
Pointing at Manic.
You there. Next.
Sonic returns and sits down as Manic gets up and goes over to the wall. Manic performs the walk nervously, fidgeting with his hands and looking at the floor.
Yeah. If they'd at least give us treats for completing the test.
Treat.
Just like that nigga Sonic's being trained by treat training.
Scene 60.
Interior Doom's castle continued. Greytail continues leading Shadow through the castle.
How long is this lesson supposed to last today? With the dinner still coming up, I will need time to get ready.
Not too long, my prince, I don't think. After a recent sickness, it is generally agreed that no overexertion should be risked again.
Very well. It does seem like I had my last lesson a lifetime ago.
Shadow recalls the only time he previously wielded a sword, a purple glowy sword he used to fight Black Doom's eye. Yes, it certainly has been a while since we had the honor to see you fence, my prince. But fortunately, your 12 years of expertise will certainly have survived that little lapse, won't they?
Ha. Ha. Nigga.
Yeah.
Scene 59.
Alright. Honey walks like a robot with no energy or spirit. She finishes and returns to the group.
Good.
Waving Sonic forward.
Now walk again.
Sonic gets up and goes to start walking. But as he takes his first step, Silver taps his ear with a short, polished wooden rod. Sonic looks... Oh! Sonic looks over his shoulder at Silver, surprised.
Down.
Sonic doesn't do anything, so Silver taps his ear again.
Your ears. Flatten them.
Silver taps the ear again, which is twitching in irritation now. But with some effort, Sonic keeps his ears down. Then he starts walking again, but Silver immediately taps his shoulder.
Lower these two. You've got fine muscles, but don't show them off.
Sonic blushes slightly, but it's mostly
Slut?
annoyed.
They get all excited and shit. Like,
Whore.
I like that nigga a little bit too.
I'm discovering myself.
all you're trying to do is fuck the people who that's your master.
By Silver constantly stopping him. He lowers his shoulders and tries to continue walking, but Silver isn't done. He taps Sonic's back quills to make Sonic flatten them.
Down.
He taps Sonic's nose to make him look at the floor.
Down.
He brushes the rod over Sonic's thighs, and Sonic immediately presses his legs closer together.
That's better.
He taps Sonic's tail, and Sonic almost squeaks.
Gay.
E.
You'll have to keep that one between your legs.
looking over his shoulder.
Or actually, it would look much better if you curved it upwards, like this.
Silver yanks Sonic's tail straight up, and Sonic yelps, blushing in humiliation.
Can you keep it like this?
Silver slowly lets go, and Sonic's tail stays almost in position.
Very well. It does highlight your rear quite nicely.
Nah, Silver trying to fuck.
Just
bro.
as I thought. Onwards.
Silver smacks Sonic's rear audibly
That
with
nigga,
the
that nigga
rod.
trying to get that blue booty hole, bro.
The fucking hedge good.
Brain Man from the future.
For real.
Creel.
Cripman. Crip Brayman.
Craneman.
Take the Back to the Future logo and just put the brain on top. Brain from the future.
I put that shit on Marty McFly. Just out the side of the DeLorean. Just a brain looking at a
We get like a PNG of an actual brain.
Yeah, like a real
With
brain.
the stem attached, just peeking, just barely peeking past the car doors of the DeLorean. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Fucking brain man.
Scene 61.
Exterior fencing court continues. Grey
Very
Tail
tight.
and Shadow arrive. Here you are, my prince. Please get ready. The instructor will be here in a moment. Grey Tail holds up a leather vest with holes in the back for Shadow's quills, and Shadow slips into it. Grey Tail fastens a few clasps, and then hands over Shadow's sword. Shadow takes it with a frown. He tries to get a feel for it and makes a few tentative slices at the air.
Well, where's my instructor?
He will be here any minute, my prince. Ah! Here he is. Shadow turns in the direction of Grey Tail's gesture, and his eyes widen in surprise as Antoine de Coulette approaches, looking just as immaculate as usual despite living in the Middle Ages.
We don't have an Antoine.
No, yeah, this is debut.
Who wants to be the Frenchman?
I don't know how to sound French.
Oui, mon prince.
Mon ami? Nigga? I don't know.
Mon ami, spook. Wait a minute, nigga. Aren't you from fucking, like, one of them goddamn Creole states?
Mississippi, yeah.
You got no fucking fake French accent, bro?
Oh, mon prince. General Antoine de Coulette.
Stop.
See?
This is what pairing spaghetti with your catfish gets you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That shit right there. John, you want to do Antoine?
Okay. Mon prince, General Antoine de Coulette, à Voltaire at your service. Antoine salutes with a flourish. Shadow blinks.
Shit! Scene 59 continued.
The banquet tables have been arranged into a makeshift catwalk. Sonic crawls along the tabletops in his usual stealthy way, looking rather embarrassed.
Good. You can stop now.
Sonic breathes a sigh of relief and sits back on his knees. He glances at Silver, who's looking at him with his head slightly tilted.
That didn't look half bad.
Sonic raises his eyebrows in surprise.
A little bit predatory, perhaps. But I think it suits you.
Silver approaches Sonic and runs a hand along his flank. Sonic's eyes narrow.
Your movements are beautiful.
These niggas are choosing.
Sonic blinks,
Man.
taken aback.
Beautiful?
Scene 61 continued. Shadow and Antoine are standing in a cleared area of the courtyard, facing each other with their swords in hand. Yes, salute, mon prince. I am in waiting.
What?
Yes, salute. Do not tell me you are forgotten.
Well,
Poison. I will show it once more. Your mind, mon prince, is like a, how do you say it? All in there. Shadow glares at him, half insulted, half confused. Très bien, regardez. Antoine draws his feet together and brings the hilt of his blade up to his chest. Then he raises it to the sky briefly before lowering it again. He points it at Shadow, then brushes his lips against the crosspiece, then gives a final flourish, and then drops into a ready stance. Legs bent and spread, left arm raised behind him in line with the sword. On guard, my friends. This is a salute of the School of the Raging Art. Well, repeat. S'il vous plaît.
See who play.
S'il vous plaît. I don't know. It's
weird that I get
fucking
free.
Jew. What do you know?
Why they spell shit like that?
Hit leg. I don't know. I was like, French is like one of the fucking ugliest spelt languages, like the spelt languages that I've ever seen.
Yes, but when you
nothing
hear it-
about that says s'il vous plaît except the S, the V, and the P.
Yeah,
That's it.
Shadow sighs and begins performing the salute. We're doing this one too?
Yeah. So
Okay.
figured out.
Continued. Sonic is crawling along the tabletops again, looking more embarrassed than ever.
Whore,
Yeah.
arch your back more. Move your hips.
Look, can I?
No talking.
Sonic gnashes his teeth and glares at the tabletop.
You don't seem to be initiated in the rules of slave speak much, are you? You should know you're not supposed to refer to yourself as I. After all, you're your master's property and therefore should designate yourself as this slave or similar.
Sonic's eyes start
slave hungry,
considerably.
Boy,
That's crazy.
this slave got a shit. Now, move. Like this.
Silver puts his hand on Sonic's hip and starts moving them in time with Sonic's legs. Sonic's eyes go wide.
Oh gods.
Sonic hangs his head in embarrassment, and Silver gives him another smack.
Look up. Show your pretty face to the world. That nigga Silver's an OnlyFans actor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Antoine and Shadow are dueling. Antoine is very quick with his blade. The footwork, my prince. The footwork. The footwork, my prince. You are doing it wrongly. A lunge barely misses Shadow, who stumbles and swears under his breath. No, no, no. Do the parry like this. Antoine demonstrates an elegant flourish of his sword while moving slightly back, putting his weight on his back foot to immediately advance forward. Prime second, tiers corte. Antoine illustrates these 4 words with a series of sword movements. Plus, honestly, my prince, Orte passato the fucking spaghetti has seen. How do you say it? Better weeks.
My what?
Voltaire passata sotto. The moves that let you pass under the arm of the opponent and strike from down distance. You attempted it earlier.
My what? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yes. What was wrong with it?
Mon prince, I cannot stretch this enough. In a fencing tourney, I am sorry, but it is forbidden to roll at your opponent.
It just keeps getting worse.
Who was black too?
Oh. Come in like,
I see
bite.
here? Are you finally training again, Shadow?
no.
Shadow's eyes widen, and a pained expression briefly shows on his face before he slowly turns around to face Black Doom.
Hello, father. How thoughtful of you to drop by.
Damn.
That's where we're gonna cut it this week.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Man, shit's getting good!
Action-packed.
Right. So it's like,
Thought-packed.
I just seen a wild ass picture, bro.
yeah, we're gonna.
For like a response.
I got you.
Just.
Right? God.
That's a painful image, bro.
The Brain Man merch is in the store. The discount code is on the Patreon. Go cop that. We got stickers,
Yeah, go fuck with
phone cases,
the
and
merch,
shirts,
man.
tank tops.
That picture is wild, bro.
We'll see y'all next week, man. Holy
That
shit.
might be my new